It's a fascinating colonial history, the details of which are somewhat understood by Americans, but very poorly. So my task, and I began in 1986, was to survey the valley and determine whether there were Native American populations here, and if any of the sites held promise to be the kind of major site that particularly Juan Pardo or Hernando de Soto had visited during their expeditions through this area.
Dave is really sympathetic with trying to be diplomatic with the people he's involved with, whether it's traditional Native people like the Cherokee here, whether it's Southern Appalachian people that have lived here for generations. When he goes about things, he's really thorough as an archaeologist.
It's a story that begins with Hernando de Soto's expedition in 1540. Commissioned by the King of Spain, de Soto was to travel to La Florida to claim new territory and find gold and silver. He traveled through the southeast in a disastrous attempt to locate these resources. He failed and died of fever in 1542.
20-some years later, Juan Pardo was sent from the capital of La Florida, which at that time was Santa Elena on the South Carolina coast. He was sent to establish a roadway from Santa Elena to what was called New Spain in northern Mexico. And in his 2 expeditions into the Carolinas and East Tennessee, he established 6 forts. And Fort San Juan was the first of those forts here at the native town of Jawara.
Spanish soldiers lived at Fort San Juan for 18 months until June 1568. Relations between the Spaniards and the native people of Jawara declined, and the fort was burned and destroyed.
And when we destroyed that fort, it let the Spanish know that we were hostile toward them. And they had been hostile toward us since we made contact with them. And so it gave them a sense of reckoning that we were a force to deal with.
And finally, in 2013, after nearly 25 years on the site, we identified the fort itself, and that was over here in an area just less than 200 feet away from the burned buildings. And that fort constitutes the first European settlement in the interior of what's now the United States. This is nearly 20 years before the lost colony at Roanoke and 40 years before Jamestown.
Located in Burke County near Morganton, this archaeological site is referred to as the Berry Site. Every year since 2001, Warren Wilson College and Western Piedmont Community College have led a field school that invites the public to join.
The Exploring Jawara Foundation is dedicated to working with the public, and it's through the foundation that we try to share the story, as we're doing here today with people that come to spend just a day on the site and get to work and look at the artifacts and learn a little bit about the story. And what you learn pretty quickly is that it's slow work. Nothing happens quickly on an archaeological site. It takes a lot of labor, a lot of time.
Right now we're removing the plow zone, which is the churned up soil on top of the cultural deposits. And we're starting to see the intact cultural deposits at the bottom of the plow zone, as well as the plow scars, which is where the plow ran through and churned up the soil underneath.
So this is actually a piece of Native American pottery with a design called check stamped. It kind of looks like a waffle cone. And this is a nice big piece. Most of the pieces we've been finding today are fairly small.
The material is gathered and then taken back to Warren Wilson College for further analysis.
So the crew is working here, sorting out material from the burial site from last summer's excavations. They wash the material, then it's sorted on this table, and then everything's counted and weighed and entered into a handwritten log. That's then entered into the computer.
Okay, so this is a map that has the distribution of all of the Spanish artifacts we've found on the site. Each artifact type has a different color or symbol, and this map just gives you a broad sense of where our Spanish artifacts are coming from on the site.
So it's no exaggeration to say that what happened here in this field, set a new course for Native Americans, for all the other colonizers and settlers of the American frontier, and forever set a different trajectory of world history.